Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Daily Podcast. This is your favorite place for real English conversation, easy listening, and daily speaking practice. I'm your host, John.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome back, language learners from all around the world. We are so happy to sit down and talk with you again today. This is the place where you learn real English from real, natural talk, not from those boring, heavy grammar books.
That is so true, Sarah. No boring grammar rules here. Just clear, everyday English that you can use immediately in your daily life. So, Sarah, let's start with a simple question. How was your week? Did you have a busy week or did you have a relaxing week?
Well, John, it was a very busy week. I had so many things to do at work, then I had to go to the supermarket, then I had to clean my house, and of course, I had to prepare for a podcast today. By the end of the day, I felt completely exhausted. But to be honest, I also did something bad last night.
Something bad? Oh no, what did you do, Sarah? Did you eat a whole chocolate cake by yourself?
No, John, not a chocolate cake. Even worse, I sat on my bed at 10 p.m. and I told myself, I will just check my phone for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. But then I started scrolling through social media. I watched a short video, then another video, then a funny clip about a dog. When I finally looked at the clock, it was midnight. 2 hours passed like magic. I wasted 2 full hours.
Wow, 2 hours. That is a classic trap, Sarah. We all know that feeling. You open your phone for one small thing and suddenly, boom, your time is gone. You can't get those 2 hours back.
Exactly, John. I felt so guilty afterwards. I thought to myself, I could use that time to read a book, I could use that time to sleep, or I could use that time to practice a new language, but I just threw it away. And that is exactly why our topic today is so important. Today, we are talking about a very powerful subject. Stop wasting your potential. Your time is your life, and your time is your power.
I love that phrase, Sarah. Your time is your power. That is a very strong statement. If you waste your time, you are wasting your power, and you are wasting your potential. But before we dive in too deep into this topic, we want to ask our amazing listeners for a small, quick favor.
Yes, a very small favor. If you love learning English with us every day on the English Daily Podcast, please click that like button right now, subscribe to our channel, and share this episode with a friend who is also learning English.
Yes, especially share it with that one friend who always complains and says, "Oh, I want to learn English so much, but I just have no time to study." But then that same friend knows every single trending video, every single meme, and every single post on social media. We all know that friend, right?
Yes, we definitely know that friend. And sometimes, if we're being completely honest, that friend is us. We say we have no time, but we spend hours on things that don't help us grow. So, John, let's explain this clearly for our listeners. What does wasting your potential actually mean in simple daily words?
That is a great question, Sarah. Let's break it down. To waste your potential means you have a great power inside you. You have the ability to learn, to improve, and to become fluent in English, but you choose to use your time for things that are not important, not helpful, and not valuable for your future. Think of your life and your time like a beautiful garden. Every single morning when you wake up, you receive 10 magical seeds. You can choose what to do with these seeds. You can plant them in the soil, water them, and grow beautiful flowers, like learning 3 new English words, reading a page of a story, or getting a good night's rest. Or you can just take those seeds and throw them directly into the dustbin. Wasting time is simply throwing your beautiful seeds into the dustbin.
Wow, John, that is a beautiful picture. A garden with 10 seeds. If we don't plant the seeds, we will never see any flowers. We will never see any progress in our English.
Exactly, Sarah. And that is why so many language learners feel sad or frustrated at the end of the week. They look at their garden and it is empty. They feel that guilty feeling because they know they threw their seeds away. But don't worry, dear listeners. Today, Sarah and I are going to share 4 fresh, highly effective strategies to help you save your seeds, protect your time, and grow your English potential.
Yes, simple strategies with real-life stories so you can understand them easily and remember them forever. John, let's start with the very first one. Strategy number 1, the 5-minute rule.
The 5-minute rule. Okay, Sarah, tell us about it. What does it mean?
Many English learners make a big mistake. They think that to study English properly, they need a large, perfect block of time. They think, I must study for 2 hours straight today. But 2 hours feels very heavy. It feels like climbing a massive mountain. When a task feels too big, your brain gets scared. Your brain says, no thank you, let's do something easier, like watching TV. So you procrastinate, you delay, you waste time.
Right. The task feels too big, so you don't even start.
Exactly. The 5-minute rule is the solution to this problem. It's a trick for your brain. You tell yourself, today I will not study for 2 hours. I will only open my English notebook or listen to the English Daily podcast for exactly 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, if I want to stop, I am completely free to stop.
Ah, I see. Because starting is always the hardest part of any journey. Once you actually sit down, open the book, and start listening for 5 minutes, your brain changes. Your brain relaxes and says, hey, this is actually not so difficult. This is quite interesting. Let's do 5 more minutes.
Precisely, John. It removes the psychological fear of starting. I used this exact rule when I wanted to start running last year. Every morning, I woke up and felt lazy. The thought of running for 40 minutes made me want to stay in bed. So I changed my mind. I told myself, Sarah, you just have to put on your running shoes, walk outside, and walk for 5 minutes. That's all. And guess what? Once I was outside walking for 5 minutes, I never wanted to come back. I always started running. It works because it breaks the wall of laziness.
That is a practical story, Sarah. A 5-minute rule to break a big wall. I love it. So listeners, don't ask for 1 hour. Just give your English 5 minutes today. Now let's move to strategy number 2. Find your hidden minutes.
Hidden minutes? John, where are these minutes hiding? Do we need a map to find them?
No, Sarah, you don't need a map. They are hiding right in front of you every single day. Hidden minutes are those small, tiny gaps of time that appear throughout your daily routine. For example, when you are standing in the kitchen waiting for your water to boil for tea. That is about 4 minutes. When you are standing outside waiting for the elevator to arrive. That is 2 minutes. When you are sitting on the bus or waiting in a long line at the supermarket. That is 7 minutes.
Ah, I understand. Those tiny moments between big tasks.
Yes, exactly. Those are your hidden minutes. Most people treat these small minutes like trash. They pull out their phone and they just scroll through random news or pictures. They don't even remember what they looked at after 2 minutes. But if you collect these hidden minutes, you can turn them into something huge. If you use just 3 gaps of 5 minutes every day to practice English, that's 15 minutes of study a day. In 1 month, that's 7.5 hours of extra English practice, and you didn't even have to change your busy schedule.
That is incredible, John. It is like finding free money in the pocket of an old jacket. You didn't know it was there, but when you collect it, it becomes a big treasure.
Yes, that is why I call it pocket time or hidden minutes. Don't wait for the perfect quiet moment at home to study. Use the hidden moments while you wash the dishes, while you brush your teeth, or while you wait for your coffee. It is realistic, it is easy, and it stops you from wasting those precious small seeds of time. Now, Sarah, please share strategy number 3 with us.
Strategy number 3 is super fun. Make it visual, make it a game.
Make it a game? Tell us how we can do that with English.
Well, your human brain absolutely loves pictures, colors, and physical objects. It hates long, dry lists of words in a black and white book. If you want to stop wasting time struggling to memorize vocabulary, you must bring English into your physical world. For example, take some small, colorful sticky notes. Write 3 new English phrases on them with a bright marker. Then paste them on places you look at every day. Put one on your bathroom mirror, put one on your refrigerator door, and put one next to your computer screen.
Oh, that is very smart. Every time you brush your teeth, you're forced to look at the phrase.
Exactly. You don't have to sit down and say, now I am studying. No, it happens naturally. You look at the mirror, you see the phrase, you read it aloud, and your brain captures it like a camera. It becomes a small, fun game. I remember when I was learning my second language, my whole bedroom was covered in yellow and blue sticky notes. My friends thought I was a bit crazy, but it worked perfectly. It kept the language alive in my environment.
I love that, Sarah. Making your environment your teacher. That is a wonderful strategy. Now, let's talk about strategy number 4, which is probably the most critical one for our generation. Beware of the digital monsters.
Oh, the digital monsters. I think I know exactly who they are. They live inside our smartphones, right?
Yes, Sarah, they live right inside that little glass screen in your hand. The digital monsters are the social media apps that are specifically designed by genius software engineers to keep your eyes glued to the screen forever. They use something called the infinite scroll. You pull down and there's always more content, always another video, always another notification, always another comment to read. If you're not careful, these monsters will walk into your house and steal your entire afternoon without giving you anything good or useful in return.
That is so true, John. It feels like a thief that steals your life quietly while you're smiling at the screen. So, how do we fight these monsters? Do we need a sword?
We don't need a sword, Sarah, but we do need a shield. We need a strong personal rule. For example, my personal shield is very simple. When I need to focus on important work or when I want to read, my phone goes on complete silent mode, and I put it inside a drawer in another room. Out of sight, out of mind. If the phone is next to my hand on the desk, my hand will automatically reach for it every 2 minutes by accident. It's a habit. But if I have to get up, walk to the other room, and open a drawer just to check a message, my brain says, no, that's too much effort. Let's stay here and finish this book.
That is a powerful shield, John. You're creating a physical barrier between yourself and the monster. You're protecting your focus. And when you protect your focus, you can finish your English practice in 20 minutes instead of spending 2 hours getting distracted. You save time, you feel proud, and you stay in complete control of your own day.
Exactly, Sarah. It is all about control. But let's stop here for a moment and clarify one very important thing for our listeners. When we say don't waste your time or stop wasting your potential, does that mean we must work, study, and be productive every single minute of the day? Does it mean we should never sit on the sofa and relax?
Oh, absolutely not, John. I am so incredibly happy you asked that question. This is a massive mistake that many people make. They think that every minute must be used for work. But listen to me clearly, dear friends. True rest is not wasting time. True relaxation is actually a beautiful investment in your health and your brain.
I completely agree, Sarah. Tell us more about that. Why is rest an investment?
Think about your body and your mind like the battery of your smartphone. If you use your smartphone all day long, you watch videos, you play games, you send messages, and you never connect it to the charger, what happens to the phone?
Well, the battery drops to 0, the screen goes black, and the phone dies. It stops working completely.
Exactly. And human beings are exactly the same. We are not machines. If you work all day, study all night, run around constantly, and never allow your mind to go quiet, your human battery will drop to absolute 0. You will experience burnout, you will feel exhausted, stressed, and your brain will stop absorbing new English words. So, taking a beautiful walk in a green park, listening to calm music, sleeping for 8 hours, or just sitting quietly with a cup of coffee is not throwing your time away. It is plugging your battery into the wall to refuel your engine.
That is a beautiful way to explain it, Sarah. Refueling the engine. I have a small personal example about this. A few months ago, I was working on a very difficult project late at night. I was so tired, my eyes were burning, but I forced myself to keep typing. I spent 2 long hours staring at the screen trying to write an article. The next morning, I woke up, drank some water, looked at what I wrote, and it was terrible. It was full of mistakes and made no sense. So I deleted everything. Then, because my brain was fresh and rested after sleep, I sat down and rewrote the entire article in just 30 minutes, and it was 10 times better.
Wow, John, that proves it perfectly. 2 hours of tired work was a waste. 30 minutes of rested work was a success. So sometimes going to sleep is the smartest thing you can do for your English.
Yes, it is all about a beautiful word, balance. Not too much work, not too much scrolling. A good mix of study, action, fun, and deep rest.
All right, John, we used some very interesting and powerful words today in our conversation. I think it's time for our famous daily word tour to help our listeners slow down, analyze the vocabulary, and fix these words in their memory.
Excellent idea, Sarah. Let's start our word tour. Listen closely, everyone, and try to repeat these words after us in your head or aloud. Word number 1, potential. Potential means the hidden ability, power, or capacity that you have inside you to grow and succeed in the future. You might not see it yet, but it is there. For example, you can say, I have the potential to speak English fluently and confidently. Or, don't waste your potential on mindless habits.
Beautiful word. Word number 2, gap. A gap is a small empty space or a short period of time between 2 larger things. In our conversation, we talked about gaps of time in your day. For example, you can say, I love to review my English vocabulary during the small gaps in my work schedule, or there's a short gap between my morning meeting and my lunch break.
Excellent. Word number 3, crucial. Crucial is a fantastic word that simply means extremely, intensely important. It's much stronger than just saying important. For example, you can say listening to authentic English every day is crucial if you want to improve your pronunciation. Or, like Sarah said earlier, deep rest is crucial for a healthy, happy mind.
Perfect. And our final word for today, word number 4, refuel. To refuel means to get more energy, more power, or more fuel so that you can continue doing a task. Just like a car stops at a petrol station to get fuel, your brain needs to stop to get energy. For example, you can say, a short 20-minute nap helps me refuel my mind for the afternoon. Or, taking a break is not a waste of time, it's a way to refuel.
Wow, what a fantastic selection of words for today's tour. Potential, gap, crucial, and refuel. If you didn't catch every single detail or every single word on the first listen, please do not worry at all. You can easily rewind this audio and listen to this word tour section again, slowly and calmly.
Yes. And now, dear listeners of the English Daily Podcast, it is time for your favorite part of the episode. It is time for our daily comment challenge. We want you to take action right now.
Yes, don't just sit there and listen passively. Send your English brain to the fitness center right now by writing a comment below. We have a specific question for you today. What is your biggest digital monster or time thief in your life? And which of our 4 strategies, the 5-minute rule, finding hidden minutes, making it visual, or using a shield, will you try today?
Be brave. Type your answer in the comment section below this video. Don't worry about making mistakes. Our comment section is a safe, friendly, and warm community where everyone is a learner and everyone supports each other. Your small comment might inspire another student who is struggling with their time management today.
That is so true, Sarah. Writing down your thoughts helps fix the English language deep inside your brain. It turns you from a passive listener into an active creator.
Exactly, John. And before we say our final goodbyes today, we want to share one last powerful thought with our community. Your time is incredibly valuable. Your life is a beautiful journey. You do not need to be absolutely perfect every single day. You do not need to study for hours until your brain hurts. You just need to show up and use your time just a little bit better each day.
Yes, even 10 short, focused, happy minutes of English practice every day can completely transform your speaking skills, your listening skills, and your confidence over time. Consistency is the secret key to fluency, and Sarah and I truly, deeply believe that you have the power to do this.
We believe in you completely. Thank you so much for choosing to spend this valuable time with us today on the English Daily Podcast. You did not waste these minutes. You invested them wisely in your own future, your own education, and your own growth. We are incredibly proud of you and your journey.
Yes, we are so proud of you. I've been your host, John.
And I've been Sarah. Remember to use your time well, stay consistent, be kind to your mind, and we will see you in the very next episode of the English Daily Podcast. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. Take care of yourselves and keep practicing.